Man, I had me a nice equilibrium going with terms of my training. Finally got something good going with my diet and with the physical exercise. But because I let people who I thought always know what they're talking about pressure me into trying to do more and increase my activity, I hurt myself. I should have just listened to my body and I wouldn't be injured right now. So now I'm probably going to lose like 2 weeks to possibly a month of really being able to do a lot of physical training because I let people pressure me into doing more activity when I should have known that deep down inside I was already at my limit and I just needed to stay at the cusp of where I was. So now I'm going to have to work back up to that. Every time this happens, I get an injury like this, I get knocked way back and then I got to build back up again. And it's really annoying. It's really annoying. I'm not saying who the people are, but you can kind of guess who these people are because we're socially conditioned to listen to them and we assume that they know everything about health. But I got to remember that what they do is call it practice, and sometimes they're not going to get it right. And, I really shouldn't have pushed myself that hard because I was told to increase my activity because that's what they always say. And I ignored my own advice that I have in one of these videos where I say, bad martial arts advice, all you got to do is just. One of them said, I should say, bad medical advice, all you got to do is just. When you hear, oh man, all you got to do is just, stop, red flag, question. Because I already was doing 15 miles a week at 45 years old. Okay? If you're a runner and you're genetically gifted at running, you're not going to think that's a lot. Because I'm sure that there are people that probably do 15 miles a day, but that's probably all they do. They probably aren't doing forms and stuff on top of that. They're just running. I know when I just ran, and I think the only time I would do anything really was in class. I could run every day, but I also was a lot younger. I also was a lot smaller. Really, I was a lot younger. So I let them pressure me. I mean, at least I found out that my heart was fine for whatever I can imagine possibly doing to it. That my heart is great for that. I got cleared for that. That's the most important muscle not to pull. But I knew I was tired that day. I'd done a lot of driving that whole weekend. It came back on that Monday. I knew I was tired. I was so tired the kind of fatigue where you can barely see. I knew I was real tired. And what's funny is when I'm training for a tournament, I actually back off the physical workout and just go technique. Back off the physical workout, just go. I don't even lift. I just stretch a lot and just work on technique till about a week or two before a tournament comes. So I should have known better, but I got scared. No, I might gain more weight if I don't listen to what he's saying, But when he said all you got to do is just, I should have stopped. Should have stopped and pushed back. And because I didn't, now I am in pain and it's hard for me to walk. But you know what's funny? The only good thing that's come out of this is one of my students has the same injury. And she got the same injury I got. And with me being injured, I'm able to show her that you can still do more than enough to defend yourself. More than enough. So, I guess the moral to the story is when you've got a nice equilibrium going, just make small increases. Don't let anyone, even these people that we're socially conditioned to believe, know everything about health. They don't know everything about health. And sometimes they make mistakes and they're not perfect. As long as they're not going to tell you, as long as they're not telling you stop, you're going to have a heart attack with what you're doing. If they try to keep pushing you when you know your body is really, really tiring at that limit, listen to your body. Listen to yourself, and don't listen to fear like I did.